Hi everybody, this is Mohammed Tausif, working in the stream of management since 2008, and I have completed my master's in business administration from United Kingdom. So with my industrial experience and the academic exposure, I am going to talk about various topics which will help you. This course is useful to you in your course, BTech, MBA, and other courses which offers one of their subject as management. Before I get into the topic, I request all of you to subscribe this channel and click the bell icon down there and give us a lot of support. Is the process of decision making and problem solving. There are various steps involved in problem solving and decision making. And both problem solving and decision making have same kind of pattern in dealing with it, because problem solving itself includes decision making. So the first step of any such process is investigation or investigate the situation. We need to find out exactly what is the situation about. First step, we need to ensure that right kind of information is gathered and identified, and the gathered information should be definitely related to the problem. Once we identify or investigate this problem, then we define the problem. Definition of a problem in the sense we get a clarity on the problem, actually what, where, when, how it happened, what is the impact of that problem, what is the probability of the problem, is it going to occur again, if it occurs, how much is the damage it can create. So all these kind of things we will define in this particular thing. So in the earlier stage, we may not have clarity because we are in the collection stage of information related to that particular problem. In this stage of define the problem, we will exactly know what the problem is about, where the problem has started, how it's going to impact us, all these things. So we need to identify all the alternatives, all the solutions, possible solutions for that particular problem. And every solution has its own characteristics. So it could be the cost may involve more. It could be one of the solution may take more time than the other one. And one of the solution may need one person to solve the problem, and some other needs many people involved in it. So let us decide on all these aspects of particular alternative, find out all the alternatives, A, B, C, D, E, ... N. So many solutions. Once we identified all the solutions, now we going to evaluate these alternatives, compare with each other, compare on all the characteristics, and make sure that every single solution is studied properly. So we call it as comparison, evaluation, and analysis of each alternative. Once we compared, evaluated, then we go for choosing the best solution or selecting the best solution. The best solution should be best in all terms. In terms of time, in terms of quality, in terms of impact, in terms of possibility, in terms of the failure rate, the success rate, every single thing has to be properly looked at, judged properly, and selected. Now I have selected one of the alternative. Now I'm going to implement that alternative to solve that particular problem or to decide on particular thing. If it is working fine, if it is giving me results, then there is no problem about it. If it is not giving me results, or this solution is not solving the problem, or this solution is not completely eradicating that particular problem, again I'll go back to the previous steps and reanalyze again, redesign, reevaluate, and find out the best solution and implement again. So this is a cyclic process. Finally, we'll look at why do you think group decision making is better than individual decision making. Both this kind of decision making are very popular, and you can write this particular two types in types of decision also. Whenever we are talking about individual decisions are those which we usually take when we are confident, when we know all the information related, and when we think that we have taken this decision in the past, or when we are aware of this problem and aware of the solution. And most of the time, individual decision making helps individual in concluding on particular thing in a quick manner, whereas the group decision making, it may take time while taking a group decision making. It involves a lot of brainstorming. A lot of people come up with different ideas will be generated. Ideas has to be listed, and based on the best one we will decide upon. Usually it takes a lot of time, and people may come up with different ideas, and if the final solution is not their solution which they have recommended, then people get demotivated. There is a lot of problems and a lot of advantages in both of them. But if you look at the advantage of group decision making helps us to refine the solutions, because we get a lot of different ideas, and based on that particular all the information, because a lot of 10 different brains working at a time, obviously the answer will be the best. So you can get the best solutions, but at the same time it takes a lot of time and may involve a little bit of demotivation to those people whose solution is not been selected. And you want all these people to get communicated. Maybe they have to they have to gather at one place, or they need to be connected through internet. So I recommend, or a lot of books recommend, that both decision making is important. Sometimes based on the situation we need to go for it. Suppose the intensity of the problem is higher and it may occur a lot of times, then maybe you can go with group decision making. Suppose the intensity of the problem is very low and it may not damage anything at all, but it's a small problem, then obviously individual decision making will help. If you have a lot of time to take decision, then go for group decision making. If you have less time to take, then go for individual decision. So both of them have its own advantage and disadvantage. Thank you very much for listening. I want all of you to subscribe this channel and help this channel grow. Tell other friends who are studying in other colleges. I know that this video will one day become important for everybody who is studying management.